Jon Jones is currently filming the Russian version of The Ultimate Fighter, where he's coaching opposite Nate Diaz, but originally the UFC wanted someone else across from him, Daniel Cormier. On his YouTube channel, DC revealed, "I was offered to coach against Jones prior, but I didn't accept it. I can't do a month in Thailand. Opposite side Jon Jones, especially when I can't fight that dude no more. He beat me when I was fighting. I can't really fight today. I'm 46 years old. Like, come on, man. I mean, I would do it for fun, but I'm not ready to spend a month in Thailand." Robert Whittaker is set to fight Reinier de Ridder at UFC Abu Dhabi on July 28th. On his YouTube, Rob explained how it all came together. "I told my manager, speak to them. I'm looking for late June, early July. International Fight Week looks good. Let's get something." And I was also kind of mentioning Sean Strickland at the time. All I know is the date fit. He's not in the top 10 yet, but he just beat Bo Nickel. He's a good hard fight. He had 2 titles in 1. He's a hard fight. I'm sure he'll be in the top 10 before long. He's a top 10 fighter, competitor at least, especially after seeing Volk. And now JDM get up. I want that fairy tale ending. That's where I want to work my way up to the title, win the belt, and sail off into the sunset. That's the dream I'm pushing and fighting for right now. Ilia Topuria posted sprint footage, and fans couldn't stop talking about how massive he looks. He recently vacated the featherweight belt and is now set to debut at lightweight.
Vamos a empezar a hacer uno de los entrenamientos que menos me gusta hacer. 12 tramos de 100 metros. No eran 10. Siempre hay que dar 2 más. Tú nunca sabes lo que puede pasar en una pelea. Qué cabrón.
Kamaru Usman recently said he's open to facing Islam Makhachev, even though they share a manager. On a podcast, he explained the scenario.
Islam coming in, that throws a wrench into where I am at, because Buckley and I go out there and we put on an impressive performance. Hey, we're next.
Yeah,
I'm next. If I go out there and I put on an impressive performance against Buckley, I'm next in that.
Yeah, but can I tell you something, Kamaru? This is where the wrench is being thrown in. You're boys with Islam, and honestly, I favor Islam in this fight with JDM. Islam defeats JDM. You beat Joaquin Buckley. Oh, I can already see you. You know, getting uncomfortable there, Kush. Are we gonna see a potential matchup with the Nigerian Nightmare and Islam Makhachev? Whoa!
It's one of those things it's one of those things that we'd have to talk about. Obviously, that's a blockbuster fight. Former pound for pound and the current pound for pound champion. That's something we'd have to talk about, because Islam, I love those guys. Islam, Habib, I love them all. Unlike the situation with Belal, which, listen, like, yeah, I know me and Belal had our differences here and there. I never wish bad on anybody, even though I didn't necessarily care for the guy. But it's a little different situation with Islam. Remember what Mike Tyson said, Henry?
Yeah, he said, we asked him about Roy Jones.
He said it right. Friends make friends rich.
Yeah.
If that's the situation, then obviously I think Islam and I are mature enough to have a conversation about.
Okay, so what I'm saying, Kamaru, is you'd be open to.
After Jack Della Maddalena beat Belal Muhammad, Islam Makhachev posted, "Time to become double champ. Inshallah, let's go." He also told JDM to keep the belt clean, but Aljamain Sterling wasn't impressed.
Coming out of the woodworks, putting out his tweets, telling him to keep his belt warm. He's going for a double champion, inshallah, as he says. I have a couple issues with this. There's nothing wrong with the aspirations, but Belal and Islam are supposed to be boys. And me and some of the guys, we were talking about this as well. If I lose, just lost, the wound's still open, and you go right to the public and you're saying, you're calling out the shot. You don't even say anything about the recognition to me, hope I'm okay, whatever, or great performance or anything. It just, the way the tweet read, it made it come off like they weren't really friends like that. And maybe they're not. It wasn't a good look for Islam, in my opinion. In all respect to those guys. But I'm sure if he goes back and look at it in that same scenario, if the shoe was on the other foot and Belal did that to Islam, I guarantee you that whole crew would be looking at that guy sideways with the the little emoji eye that goes up, the 50 Cent, get the strap. But yeah, that was a real interesting piece of this whole ending to the theater.
On the Ariel Helwani show, JDM said he believes he can KO Islam Makhachev. I'm sure people are going to assume that Islam will just take me down and submit me pretty quickly. He seems like a pretty big guy. I think he'll be alright. I think it will probably be one fight, and then he'll have to go back down. I think I can take him out. On Instagram Live, Dana White revealed a huge shakeup.
Lightweight champion Islam Makhachev is going to move up to the welterweight division to face Jack Della Maddalena. UFC 317 International Fight Week, June 28th. You all know Ilia Topuria, undefeated, 16-0, vacated his featherweight title. And now he's moving up to lightweight, and he will face former lightweight champion and number 2 ranked Charles Oliveira for the vacant lightweight title. Yes, vacant. Yes. Now UFC 319. We're returning to the United Center in Chicago, Illinois, August 16th for the first time in 6 years. In the main event, the middleweight champion, Dricus du Plessis, will defend his belt against Khamzat Chimaev. Dricus' last 4 wins have come over former champs Sean Strickland, Israel Adesanya, and Robert Whittaker. He hasn't lost in 7 years. 20 of his 23 wins have come by finish, and now he faces the undefeated 16-0 Khamzat Chimaev. This is a bad fight, and the fight you've all been waiting for. UFC 319 is back at the United Center in Chicago on August 16th. And stay tuned for more information about tickets and other fights that are on the card. We good? Everybody happy now? Jon Jones versus the heavyweight fight will happen. Just relax. I'll announce that soon. Wait, what do you got? What do you got? Everybody happy? Anybody mad? Everybody good? Let me see what we got here. Come on, fire away. We good? Yeah, it's good to be back in Chicago. It'll be fun. The main event's back. Great matchup. Oil up. I'm assuming that means everybody's happy. I'm not sure if oil up is a good thing, bad thing, but all right, everybody seems happy.
Jon Jones responds to ducking Tom Aspinall. After weeks of fans saying he's ducking Tom Aspinall, Jon Jones finally fired back. He went live on Instagram and addressed the criticism head on.
I got people in the chat calling me a duck. Meanwhile, I'm living my absolute best life. I don't know if it's considered ducking when you're living good. I don't think it works like that.
Shortly after the announcement, Topuria posted, June 28th, another dream will come true. I'll be champion. Charles, my apologies in advance. Islam ran away. That's your MMA update for today. For more daily news, hit subscribe and turn on notifications.